Koichi Uchiyama's The God Channel. Thank you all very much. On this channel, we invite various people from the spirit world to deliver their messages to you. Basically, most of them come from the heaven.
That's right.
We receive various advice from various people about the current trends of the times. In some cases, the guardian spirits of living people even come. They also tell us about their spiritual true feelings. Today I want to try something a little different. Of course, I will invite someone from the spirit world. However, many people say that this current era is a battle between the heavenly world and the not-so-heavenly world, or that is a battle between the heavenly world and the DS. You are talking about all sorts of things. Basically, someone wants to take over this planet. They want to domesticate the humans on this planet. Humans are their food. Why are humans their food? It is because those who have come from space are now humans transformed from reptiles. Reptilian humans. They're not humans. They are not humans but aliens. They are intelligent life forms. They have a tremendous amount of intelligence. Of course, the Earth is also a place where various kinds of life forms come from many different planets and is of a very high level. However, we are in the middle of that era now. Our civilizations have changed many times, and intellectual levels have risen and fallen, going up and down. We are learning together. As an Earthling, they came from space at a time of low level. With advanced knowledge and technical skills, life forms come and try to take over this Earth. They want to take over somehow. Earth as Earth, God comes down from heaven to preach his teachings to the various people of this Earth. Of course, we have to develop. However, reptilian people originated from reptiles are good at development. They have the soul of development. God wants to use their power a little bit. So, God allows them to come to the earth. If anything, God wants to mix it up. Mix their way of thinking. Reptilians want to take over. However, the gods want to put it to good use. In that flow, the earth is currently moving. In many ways. Now on YouTube people say DS. Everyone is trying hard to be anti-DS or whatever. They call them the deep state. However, from a higher perspective, it's all part of God's plan. How do the reptilians take over this earth? How do they make this earth their own? It's a strategy. A plan, you could say. This plan is deeply embedded in the history of humans. So, as humans go right along, we experience and learn knowledge together. The aliens want to invade this earth. And they have a strategy for taking over the earth. So, I'd like to listen to them. Generally speaking, people may call them a devil. But they were also created by the great Lord. Although they are hated in the universe, they have that kind of developmental ability. How are they trying to take over the earth? If we can see how they are trying to domesticate humans on earth, we can understand why we say things like, DS, no. It's Trump or it's the devil in this day and age, I think. I would like to ask for the general outline. Is it okay?
Okay.
Now, those who are called DS, or the masters of those who are trying to take over, have been driven off the earth by the heavens or the cosmic union. So, if I call them now, it will cause a big problem, so I won't call them. I'm not going to call them. I'd like to know the strategy of the deep state or reptilians. From the perspective of the heavenly world, I would like to be able to learn from the heavens. Would that be okay? Those left on earth are tiny. They don't understand the big picture and are only doing what's immediate. That's the only way to do it. Then I'd like to ask. This is somewhat of a big deal, isn't it?
Yes, right. I don't know what's going to happen.
I would like to try it. So please join your hands in prayer. Please prepare with gratitude to the Lord. Yes, thank you. Then, another flow that could be called the history of the earth. I think that in the course of history, there is also a history of reptilian invasions. About the reptilian aliens and a reptilian invasion of the earth. I hope someone in the heavenly world can tell us about it. Since it has a long history, it would be fine to divide it into several parts. I would appreciate your words. Thank you for coming. Now, please come into Elena.
Sure.
Thank you very much for coming. Could you please tell me your name?
I'm Ra.
Thank you so much, Lord Ra. You are El Ra, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Well, the reptilians have taken over this planet. Would you like to tell us about their strategic history? Thank you very much.
Originally, they were people who had prospered on their planets. But they came to the earth as if in response to a mission. To contribute to the development of this planet, first of all. What they had to do was to develop the earth in a positive direction. At first, they did very well. However, as they themselves were repeatedly reincarnated on earth, their evil thoughts gradually became prevalent. They originally had the competitive spirit and fighting spirit. Those who are stronger than others are superior, excellent, and wonderful. As they act on earth based on these values, They gradually felt a strong desire to make the earth itself the same as their planet.
星と同様になしていこうという思いが強く出てきたのであります。
Then the so-called wise ones, as they call them,
彼らの言うところの知恵のある者たち、
became the
こう
leaders
いう者たちがリーダーとなって
and made plans to take over the earth.
乗っ取りを計画したわけです。
This is because there was an idea to tame earthlings in advance
飼いならして
and turn humans into livestock or slaves.
としてしまおうという考えがあり、
So they have been moving in the direction of taking their time
じっくりと時間をかけて
to implement their strategies.
実践していくという方向に動いてきたのである。
To achieve this, they focused on the fact that the humans on earth are pure
地球人類が純粋で神を信じるこの信仰心
and have faith in
があ
God.
るというところに彼らは目をつけた。
Taking advantage of the fact that the humans have faith in
利
God,
用して
they said they are God.
彼らは自らが神であるというようなことを
They have used various tactics to instill this in humans of earth.
植え付けるためのさまざまな戦術を取ったのであります。
And to rule through fear.
恐怖によって支配をするため、
Humans ended up being thrown into the system
お金を稼がなければ生きていけないという
that humans cannot survive on earth without making money.
投じ込まれることになった。
That was the reptilian
レ
strategy.
プタリアンの戦略であったわけです。
On the one hand, they ruled through fear. On the other
支
hand,
配をしながら、もう一方では
they created a scene in which they are gods who came to save humans.
場面を作り出した。
They performed miracles,
奇跡を
healed
見
illnesses,
せる、
and removed disasters.
病気を治す、災難が去る
One after another,
といったようなことを次々とやってみせて、
this is what God
これこ
is
そ
all
が神
about.
であるということを見せ続けたのであります。
And by giving people the idea that if they listen to this God,
人間は安全に暮らすことができる
they
し、
can live safely and
豊かに
prosper.
なることができるということを植え付け
They have come to dominate humanity by brainwashing
する
people.
ことをもって人類を支配してきたのであります。
To achieve this, they manipulated all information and the people who govern the country.
を操作し、あるいはその国を治める者たち、
Even the government and kings of countries were taken over and controlled by them.
国王までもが彼らのもとに支配をされ、
And humans started worshiping the devil.
いったのであります。そうして悪魔崇拝。これにより
Satanism has used human greed to make people perform rituals and actions.
人間の欲 して、
that will fulfill their wishes,
儀式を行ったり行動を取らせる。
while on the other
そうし
hand,
ておきながら、
they live a life of
片方で
elegance.
は優雅な生活をしているということが、
This has been
繰り
repeated
返さ
many
れてきた
times.
のであります。
Pyramids were built all over the earth to hide spaceships.
ピラミッドを作り、宇宙船を隠し、
And the mechanisms for dominating this planet have already been set.
すでに設定されています。
In the past, moon was used to manage the earth.
この地球を管理していた。
What is going on in
今
which
ど
country
の
right
国で
now?
どのような状態のものが動いているのか、
Who is working
誰
there?
が活躍をしているのか、
They controlled all the information.
お金が集まっているのかなどということをすべて
Such as where the money was coming from and had it.
コントロールしていた。それを持っていた。
And they were using
そ
those
して彼ら
things to
は
control the
そう
earth.
いうものを活用して
In a sense,
地球をある意味操縦していたわけであります。
by having that center on the moon,
という場所にそのセンターを持つことによって
they can even control the
地球で
tides on earth.
潮の満ち引きまで操作することができるのです。
Where will a typhoon occur? Where will an earthquake occur?
どのあたりに地震が起こ
They
る
had all the
どのあ
information
たりに人口が増え、どこで人口が減少する
and controlled
な
over
ど
where
と
the
いうことを
population would
すべ
increase
て情報を持っていて
and where it would
コントロールを
decrease.
して
It was a grand plan.
あります。それはもう壮大な計画であった。
It was a plan that took many years to complete.
重ねて成していく計画であったんです。
Which countries flourished in which era?
どの国が栄え、
In other
ま
countries,
た
what
別の
kind of
国で
people
は
are
どのよう
beginning
な
to
もの
gain
が
power?
力を持ち始め、
Then, as countries go to war, their populations decrease or their wealth increases.
人口が減り、あるいは富が増え、
This island will sink to the bottom of the sea.
海底に没する。などということまで
They
も
were able to
彼ら
control
は
all of
コント
them.
ロールが可能であったのです。
In a sense, it
そ
could
の
be
ように
said
して
that the earth is a created body,
天体であるということが言えました。
because there was such a thing in the past
過去があったので、
by eliminating the reptilian base on the
レ
moon.
プタリアンの基地というものは
We were able to eliminate
排除することによって
their evil
彼らの
intentions
その悪しき思いによる地球への関与
and their
コ
control
ン
over
ト
the
ロールと
earth.
いうものをなくすという流れになったわけです。
There are no longer
今
any people on the
月
moon
の中でそのような情報を
who
集め
gather or
コントロー
control
ルをす
such
る人たち
information.
はいなくなっ
However,
た。
the
ただ
current
地
situation
上
is
に
that
おいて地球上において
on earth,
そのレプタリアンの心を持った者たちが
those with reptilian minds still have power.
勢力を持って暗躍をしていると いう
and
の
are
が
operating
今
in
現
secret.
在の状況であります。
In this regard,
ここについて
people on earth need to
地
join
上の
forces to
者たちが
eliminate
互いに力を
and
合わ
improve
せ
the
てこれを
situation.
排除し改善していく必要があるということ
Right
で
now, archangels have descended upon the
地
earth
球の中にこれを前転させていくため
to
の
bring about a
大
positive
天
change.
使が降りている状態であります。
And what will the
そして
future
これから先の地球の未来が
of the earth
どの
be
ように
like?
なっていくかということでありますが、
Since we have begun transitioning from the heavy material
物
world of
質
the
界
night
の優先する夜の世界から
to the spiritual
霊的
world
な
of
こ
the
と
day,
が優先してくる昼の世界へと転換を始めたので、
from now on, a brighter and lighter world is expected to come.
軽い世界がやってくることになっている。
Many angels are reincarnated, and the time will come when they will play an active role.
彼らが活躍をする時代になってきます。
There are already
もうすで
signs of
に
this
その気
happening.
配は出てきているし、
Many angels are awakened and
天使たち
active.
が目覚め、活躍をしています。
I think it's fair to say that there is a balance between those operating in the shadows
仕事をする者たちが
and those working on the
結
angel
婚して
side.
いる状態であると言ってよいと思います。
So from this point
なの
on,
で
the
これ以後
scenario
シナリオとしては
is
明る
heading
く
towards a
軽い世
brighter,
界の
lighter
方へ向かう
world.
ことになっているので、
Eventually, the influence of those who hold this black power
パワーを持っている者たち
will
の
become smaller
影
and
響力と
smaller.
いうのは小さく小さくなっていきます。
In order to achieve
そう
this,
なる
the
にあた
evil
っ
that
て
still remains in every field, in every country,
今なお残っている悪しきもの、
the evil and dark thinking that remains,
あらゆる国で残っている悪しき暗い考え方、
these things are coming to light one after another,
次から次へと発覚し明るみに出
and
て、
they will be
そ
forced
して
to be
それは
corrected or disappear,
是正を余儀なくされ、あるいは消えていかざるを得なくなり、
turning into a
明
bright
るい
daylight
昼の
world.
世界へと変わっていくのです。
In the future,
未来におい
the
て
earth will
地球
develop
は
very
非常
brightly.
に明るく
It has
発展した
already
世
been
界になる
decided that the world
と
will
いうことが
prosper.
すでに決まっています。
From now on, the
これから
earth will
先は
thrive.
美と愛、そして調和、
Under values
この
centered
ような
on
ことを中心とした価値観のもとで
beauty,
地
love,
球は
and harmony,
繁栄していくでしょう。
there will be many
大
great
きなリーダ
leaders
ーが
emerging.
何人も出てくるはずです。
These people will lead
そういった
society
者
and
たちが
guide
社会をリードし、
many
多
people.
くの人々を導いていくこととなるでしょ
And in every
う。
field,
そしてあらゆる分野で
in companies,
会
schools,
社や
medicine,
学校、医療、芸術、その他さまざまな分野において
the arts,
未
and
来
many
の
other
理想
fields.
的な姿はどういうものであるかということが
The ideal form of the
様々に
future
検
is
討
being
され、
examined,
研究され、
researched,
そして
and various
実験的に
experiments are being carried
い
out.
ろんなことが行われていく。
That's the process.
そういう経過をた
And before long, the ideal shape will
理想
gradually
的な
emerge.
形というものがだんだんに姿を現してくるし、
What you have been aiming
自分
for
た
in
ちが
life up until
何を
now
目指してこれまで生きてきたのかということが
you will begin to understand the destination you are aiming for.
わかるようになってきます。
Technologies that have already been implemented in a higher
高次元の世界においては
dimensions of the
すでに
universe
実相を成し得ているテクノロジー
will
が
be increasingly implemented on Earth.
地球の中でも実装されることになるでしょう。
This cannot be used by those with an evil heart.
悪なる心を持っていては使うことができない。
I want it to be used by
善な
those
る
with good
心
hearts.
を持つ者たちにこそ使ってほしい。
There will be many technologies introduced that can be used by such good
言い
people,
換えれば
or in other
善
words,
人でなければ使えないテクノロジーというものが
can only be used by
数
good
多く
people.
紹介されるはずです。
In this way,
そうやっ
people
て人々は
will become interested in good hearts,
善なる心というものに関心を持つようになり、
learn, and return to their original state of trying
魂の向上を遂げよう
to
とする
improve their
本来
souls.
の姿へと戻っていくことになります。
The more enlightened you are,
高めれば高めるほど、あらゆるテクノロジーは
the more you will be able to utilize and operate any technology.
なるのです。
It can be
未
said
来に
that
おいては非常に明るく、
the future will be a very bright and light
世界的で
worldview.
あるということが言えます。
Any world you imagine in your mind will come true.
すべて実現することになります。
The development of all sciences, the development and prosperity of the spiritual world,
心の世界の発展、繁栄、
these things will become a reality
現実のものとして成り立ってくるでしょう。
It's a wonderful
それ
world.
は素晴らしい世界であります。
I hope this can be realized as soon as possible.
実現してほしいと思います。
That's all.
以上です。
Thank you.
はい、ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much, El
本当
Ra.
にありがとうございま
Thanks
す。
to you, the direction of the future is now clearly visible. We'd like to make it properly. Next year, I will launch a foundation to explore what society will be like in the future. In politics, economy, education, medicine, and science and technology. I'm going to start looking for them and try various things. I think the timing is just right. And I want to continue doing this. While looking closely at the past, our true past, I want to spread this message to the whole world from now on. Thank you. Thank you very much for today.
ありがとうございました。
Elena, thank you very much for your long-time divine message. It's perfect.
ぴったし
The
です
timing was right. The director is here right now. I think it might be possible if it was just a voice role. What do you think? The flow of the God channel. and the flow of El Ra. The director is saying, I'm sorry. She is also saying, please don't ask me for opinion. It's perfect. There are different ways of saying it, though. Is that okay, director? Right. It's perfect. I really want to create a future together with everyone. We have the support of the heavens. So we'll do whatever it takes. It's already been decided that it can be done. The people on the ground grope around and pull it down. What was created in the heavens is brought down to earth. I think this is exactly it. I think that's exactly what art and everything is. This is what creates El Canter civilization. I think this will be the first concrete step. As for the spiritual aspects, let's learn the teachings of the Lord carefully. Enhancing your enlightenment. The more enlightened you are, the more you can use various technologies. What does this mean? It's the power of the mind. How does that person feel? It depends on what level it is. This will cause something to react. For example, even if you make various things, they won't work. First of all, it's important to turn on the switch. Turn on the switch and it will work. On the God channel, we make bracelets and necklaces. I switch them on one at a time and give them to each person. If you just make something, it's still just a thing. I think the very first thing to do is to turn it on. Power generation and various flying planes. No. Flying cars, automobiles. It will also fly with your thoughts. If you don't have enough enthusiasm, there's something you can do. Like Son Goku wearing on his head. Wearing a band like that amplifies your feelings. It makes the machine work. However, if there is something bad there, it will end up not moving, I think. That kind of future is coming. And those who are born and raised in such a society, since they are born with those values from the beginning, they will grow up with hearts that are incomparably purer than ours, I think. But it's us who create the foundation. Those who experienced the evil world of the past and rose up from there, saying, that's not the way it is, will be the ones who create it. So I hope you will work together. So today, somehow, we've gone to the future. I think our perspective has shifted from the reptilian strategy to the future of the Earth. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you very much.